So, a former Trump organization executive just dished about how Trump is taking these mounting scandals. Now, this is former VP Barbara Ress, and she was talking to CNN's Brianna Kalar. And she basically said how Trump is deeply, deeply afraid. Now, on this interview, which I do not have video for, unfortunately, she said, typically and historically, Donald Trump has always rolled with the punches. He used to say, all press is good press. Okay, well, look, that's something that, of course, we know. President Trump, or back when before he was president, was always looking for a headline, so much so that he would call into different news organizations or news outlets pretending to be someone else to talk about Donald Trump, to get his name into the headlines. So, good press, or all press is good press, right? Boy, I love it when the news talks about me. Well, that is until, of course, the news starts to criticize you and also talk about maybe you doing some criminal things, which could get you into a lot of trouble. Now, the press talking about him so much. In fact, Rez told Kylar, quote, now I don't see that anymore. I see him going into a corner. I see him scratching back like a cornered animal. I think he's afraid. Now, that is a strong statement, and not from somebody who was originally a Trump critic, but somebody who worked with Donald Trump, who had, photos of Trump and her and others taken together. So this is somebody who was high up into the Trump organization. So that's really important context. Again, this is not like having an interview with the Krasenstein brothers, right? Or whatever. No, this is somebody who was deeply embedded into the organization. And now she is saying, this guy is deeply afraid. What is going on here? So now, it kind of makes you wonder why. I mean, if he's innocent of everything, then why would he be afraid? Why would he be afraid of the impending Mueller report? Why would he be afraid of the so-called 100% categorically false, according to Rudy Giuliani, BuzzFeed piece on him ordering Cohen to lie on his behalf to Congress? Why would he be afraid of that? I mean, if he didn't do it, right? Or if it's not even a crime, if collusion isn't a crime, or if obstruction of justice, he never did obstruction of justice. What are you talking about? Why would he be so afraid? Gee, I don't know why. I mean, could it be that the Steele dossier, which, look, originally, yes, that was published by BuzzFeed, and it was full of so many salacious elements to it, including the damn pee-pee tape, right? So that a lot of us, and myself included, criticized BuzzFeed for releasing that. Because, man, that seems like it's real journalistic malpractice, right? Well, it turns out that some of the things in the Steele dossier actually got proven true. Not only that, but again, you had Cohen, that news dropping, again, by BuzzFeed, saying that, yes, Cohen did lie on Trump's behalf. So, and this is all about Trump Tower Moscow, which normally wasn't a big deal. However, it turns out when you instruct someone to lie to Congress on your behalf about said deal that you tried to get during your campaign, well, then that could be problematic. Not only that, but you have Democrats looking into launching investigations into Trump, into the organization, into his tax returns, etc. You've got the shutdown continuing to drag on, killing his poll numbers, his fellow Republicans, politicians secretly despising him, and of course now he's losing to Chuck and Nancy. Oh, that's embarrassing. Now, speaking of Nancy, Rez added that Nancy Pelosi, of all people, was especially getting under the president's skin. Now, you would think it'd be Chuck Schumer, right? No, it's Nancy Pelosi. I wonder why. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that she's a woman and that Donald Trump cannot handle strong women, especially ones that oppose him. Weird. But anyway, on that, she said, what's kind of funny about it is he likes to hit back. where you shoot him with a water pistol and he'll shoot you back with a Magnum or something. He likes to hit back 10 times harder than he's been hit or more. And he's got, when it comes to Pelosi, he's got nothing to hit her back with. This is silly. It looks ridiculous. Now, what she means by that, to give you a little context into what's going on, is that, for one, Nancy Pelosi is actually outplaying Trump at his own game over the shutdown. I never thought I would say anything like that. Never. Like, normally, I don't give Nancy Pelosi credit. I am not a Nancy Pelosi fan. But her not inviting him to the State of the Union, so good. So good. I love it. And his reaction, of course, is to be, oh yeah? I can't go to the State of the Union? Well, fine, you can't go to Afghanistan. Yeah, he literally grounded her flight to Afghanistan. Also, apparently, the White House had leaked her travel plans to the press, right? Now, all of this, and by the way, saying, oh, you can't take the plane during the shutdown, right? So now, at the same time he's doing all that, he also flew Melania out to Mar-a-Lago on the taxpayer's dime. All at the same time, all during the shutdown. And by the way, that is paid for by the taxpayer. No, that's not petty at all or indicative of somebody who happens to be getting under your skin. No, not at all. Oh, this is so sad to watch. Now, the whole thing, of course, taken in the big picture, would be absolutely hilarious if, of course, he wasn't trying to bring the whole damn country down with him. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.